welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Genna.
And I'm Suzanne. And tonight we will be discussing budget cuts and how it has affected public education today.
Today, budget cuts for public schools is a growing issue, so much that students' education quality is jeopardized.
Schools receive their funding from three main sources: taxpayers from citizens, transfer tax on houses, and state funding.
In addition, 70% of districts have increased in class size, and 44% of districts have cut programs from their curriculum, from the sports to the arts and even foreign languages.
35% of school districts in Pennsylvania have reduced tutoring programs, 20% of school districts have eliminated summer school programs, and field trips are being completely eliminated in some schools altogether.
And now let's hear from our on-site reporter, Annie Rourke from Griswold, Connecticut, for the details.
Superintendent says what's happening in the Griswold schools is horrendous. They are considering deep cuts, including things like the tennis program. Both boys and girls tennis would be completely eliminated, and that is just the beginning. A football coach, baseball and softball coaches. The drama program will be eliminated. The music program cut back. There'll be no foreign languages at the middle school, only Spanish at the high school. Again, no tennis, and 24 teachers laid off. Class sizes may be as big as 29 students. It's not all set in stone just yet, but they are all on the chopping block. The grim news was given to parents at a Board of Education meeting Monday night, with the superintendent presenting a sliding scale of what would have to be cut if they don't get their budget approved by the town.
None of these decisions are good decisions. It's an exercise in trying to choose the worst, the least of evils.
Federal funding to the tune of $500,000 has dried up, so the question now, will the town save the schools by raising taxes? In the past, they have voted down increases to the education budget.
Thanks, Annie. And now let's hear from Lorraine and other shoppers.
Lorraine Byrne. I'm a professional artist. I was an art teacher for about, 7 years. And my dad was a professional music teacher, and I heard firsthand how the cuts in education, they always went for the music and then the art programs. But music helps your brain develops eye-hand coordination, helps students in math and English and social studies in their studies. And art was another hand-eye coordination that helps students in every aspect of their education.
Thank you for your time.
Well, an important thing to me is my theater club, because I get to go after school and hang out with all my friends, and it kind of gives me a good learning experience with working with others. And if I don't have that, I wouldn't really have that many hobbies, and it kind of gets me doing stuff, and I really enjoy doing it.
I feel like schools, they aren't being funded enough, and like the education programs, especially like special education and those with the needs, because like we're the next generation, we're the people that are going to be having to like provide like stability for like the older generation, because there's more of us and less of them. So we need a better education, and it needs to be cheaper for us, and then everything will be great. Excellent input. Thank you, Bertie.
Some receiving enough funds to provide thorough education for students.
Schools are expected to do more for their students when they are given less resources.
Okay, budget cuts make it very, very difficult, especially for teachers. Class sizes increase, the resources aren't as available as we'd like, so it causes teachers to probably become more creative and think of ways to instruct kids at a higher level. Also, with budget cuts, in-service programs are also usually canceled, which could also help teachers to come up with more creative ways. So very difficult times when the budgets are being cut.
The budget cuts are going to impact, of course, all schools, and the piece that loses out are the extras. Right? Every school is going to focus on its core pieces, but it does mean that schools across America, they'll lose some of the additional monies that make not just school fun, but enriching, and it means communities will have to pony up a little bit more money. For example, here in New Hope, parents some years ago already started a fundraising drive to get more money available to teachers to do dynamic things in the classroom. So that's going to have to become a reality in more and more schools across Pennsylvania, not just in the wealthy areas like New Hope, but other communities as well.
I'm Suzanne and I'm Genna for Channel 8 News.